Hello, welcome to Oracle Data Integrator 11G video tutorials. In this session, we are going to discuss about parameter passing in ODI. After completing this module, you should be able to understand what is parameter passing in ODI, when to use parameter passing, how to implement parameter passing, how to create loops in ODI package, how to load multiple files of same structure using single interface. Let us consider the scenario. Basically, we receive daily transaction files about our sales data from application, but we already might have several transaction files which are not populated into our data mart. So there are many transaction files which are not processed at all. So we have to process all the existing transaction files as part of initial load. We can call it as full load. Then we have to process the transactions files on daily basis called incremental loads. Let us consider we have a file called 01 December 01.txt, which is basically a transaction file, sales transaction file, and we have a database, basically the database SID is service ID is ODI demo, and it is basically this database is running on port number 1521. So we have a schema here called stage underscore schema, and we have a stage table. Basically this is our target table for this file called stg fact sales. So we have to populate this this table stg fact sales by fetching the records from this file 01 December 01.txt. So basically we have to create an interface with the name inf stg fact sales. This mapping basically populate the stg fact sales with this sales transaction file which we received on 01 December 01. So the next day basically we receive another transaction file, that is 02 December 01.txt. So we have to populate the target table with this transaction file also. So let us assume that we have like 31 transaction files in one shot. So you have to populate all the 31 transaction files in one shot with a single mapping. You don't really need to create a mapping for each and every transaction file. You create one mapping and you run, you pass the name of the file to the mapping, so it will process the corresponding file. For example, you are passing 01 December 01.txt to the mapping with the variable v underscore file name. Basically you can pass the name of the file to the mapping, then it will process that file. So now suppose you already processed 01 December 01.txt file. Now you are going to process the 02 December 01.txt file by changing the value of the variable, then 03 December 01.txt, and so on 31 December 01.txt. So in this way basically you are going to populate all the fact tables, all the files by processing all the files and loading the fact sales stage fact sales target table using this mapping inf stg fact sales. So our main agenda is to populate all the basically extract all the information from all the files and populate the stage fact sales. Let's see how to implement this in ODI. So I am going to replace basically this interface with a package stage fact sales. So this is my ODI package stage fact sales. So basically the purpose of this package is to process all the files from 01 December 01.txt to 31 December 01, process all the files into and populate into STG fact cells. So in order to do that, we have a control table called CNTRL underscore tab, where we have two parameters, two columns in the control table, the start date column and the end date column. So I had given the start date as 01 December 01 and I had given the end date as 10 December 01 initially. So this is a variable called b underscore file name. The purpose of this variable is to get the file name from the control table. So for example, this will get the value 01 December 01 and assign to the variable. So now the variable value v underscore file name is 01 December 01. So we are going to give this variable value to the interface. So the interface is going to process that corresponding file 01 December 01.txt. Okay. So now it will populate the STG fact cells with 01 December 01.txt. So what I mean to say is here is when the value of v underscore file name is 01 December 01, then your interface mapping INF STG fact cells will populate STG fact cells with 01 December 01.txt file data. So let's take another variable, a numeric variable called v underscore init. So where v underscore init is initially the value of v underscore init is 0. So I am taking another variable called v underscore end date. So where the value of v underscore end date will be fetched from the control table. So it will be assigned now with 10 December 01. Okay. So we know the value of v underscore init initially it is 0. Then we know the value of v underscore file name it is 01 December 01 initially. And we know the value of v underscore end date it will be 10 December 01. So now I am going to increment the value of v underscore init to 1. So now my value of v underscore init will be 1 because 0 plus 1 is 1. So I am going to increment basically again I am going to refresh my variable v underscore file name. So basically this get new file means, so when the value of v underscore init becomes 1, this v underscore file name will be assigned to 01 December 01 plus 1. How much? 02 December 01. So 2nd December transaction file will be populated. Okay, I am going to check whether if start date less than or equals to end date. So what is the start date initially? 01 December 01. But what is the end date? 10 December 01. But after increment, what is my start date? 02 December 01. So 02 December 01 is still less than or equals to 10 December 01, right? So our loop will continue. So let's take let us modify the parameters here. So to a start date to 01 December 01 and end date to 31 December 01 and execute your package, ODI package. So when you execute your ODI package, initially the flow will be like this, flow will look like this. So initially the value of v underscore init will be 0 and then the value of v underscore file name will become 01 December 01 and the value of v underscore end date will become 31 December 01. Now since your file name v underscore file name is 01 December 01.txt, your interface will basically read the data from 01 December 01.txt file and populate STG fact cells. Now so the flow will continue. Now v underscore init value becomes 1 because that is an incremental variable. You are adding plus 1 to the initial variable value, that is 0. So now v underscore init value becomes 1. Now this v underscore file name variable which is here will get the new file automatically. So when the value of v underscore init becomes 1, it basically it will get the new file, like it will get to 02 December 01 file. So it will check now whether 02 December 01 is less than or equals to 31 December 01 or not. Then it will, then since it is less than or equals to 31 December 01, So now your interface will read the data from 0 to December 01.txt and populate the stg fact cells. So basically this procedure will continue. Like for example, v underscore init value, again it will increment and it becomes value 2. So 2 means 01 December 01 plus 2 becomes 03 December 01. So v underscore file name value will be now 03 December 01. So it 03 December 01 is less than equal to 31 December 01. So now your interface will process 030 December 01.txt and populate the stg fact cells. Similarly, the loop continue until the value of v underscore init becomes 31. Now your get new file will get the value like 31 December 01. Again it will check the condition. Still the condition is true, so it will process the last file. Then the value of v underscore init will become 32, but v underscore file name now it will become 01 Jan 02. So 01 Jan 01 is not less than equal to 31 December 01. So the loop will exit. So execution is finished. Okay. So in this session basically we understood basically so far we have understood how the package parameter passing package will work in ODI. Let's continue with some extra stuff here. So I will take a procedure, I will write a procedure in ODI to truncate all my stage basically to truncate my stage fact sales table. Okay. So first I will truncate my stage fact sales before running my full load. Then I will run my flow, the complex flow, and I will also have another procedure to update the control table value. For example, let us see here, the initial value of start date is 03 December 01 here, and the end date is 07 December 01 here. Now basically what happens is when you run your flow, basically after finishing the execution of this package, the procedure will update the control table to the new values. You see here the start date will become the end date and the end date will become the new date. Just observe here, initially it is 03 December 01 start date, end date is 07 December 01, but this procedure at the end of the package, this procedure will update the control table to new values, like start date will become the end date, that is 07 December 01, and end date will become the new date value. So this is the overall package looks like in ODI. You have basically the first step is truncate the stage table, then you have a init value, then you have a basically to get the file name you have a v underscore file name, and also you have a v underscore end date will basically get the value from the control table end date, and then you have the stage fact sales. So now you increment the value of v init to 1. Now again you refresh the value of v underscore file name, then basically you check the value whether the new file is less than equals to the existing date or not, then process the process the interface, and finally update the control table at the end of the full load. So then automatically when you run this package next time, it will get the new transaction files as an incremental load. So in this session we have learned what is parameter passing in ODI, when to use parameter passing and how to implement parameter passing. We also discuss how to create loops in ODI package, how to load multiple files in same structure using single interface, as you have multiple files like all the files like 01 December 01 to 31 December 01 all of same structure. So we also discuss how to load multiple files of same structure using single interface. So in the next session basically we are going to discuss how to implement this parameter passing mechanism, how to create loops in ODI package, how to load multiple files of same structure using single interface. We are going to discuss the implementation steps.